Alright, so for today, I thought I'd show you guys the best AFK farming methods for the cake currency, which released with the brand new anniversary update. And let me tell you, there are two different methods in this video, and one of these methods, you can literally get 1 million per night. So join me guys as I show you the absolute best methods for AFK farming. I'll also show you guys a tiny task that you guys can set up yourself, so don't worry about it. Okay, so I want to show you guys the two best methods of farming cakes in this game. There are two methods, and one of them is a lot better than the other. So first method I'm going to go and show is going to be this one right here for Anniversary Dungeon. Act 8. This one drops 9,000 cakes. I'm not going to show you guys how to macro it because truthfully, I don't think it's macroable, but if you are strong enough, let's just say you have Monarch on everything in the game, I think you could possibly macro it. Now, is it worth it? Absolutely not. It takes 25 minutes, but the best stage that you can macro is going to be Act 9 of this dungeon. You get 5,000 cakes, you get 30 gems, 75 gold, and 1 to 6 green essences every 2 to 3 minutes. That is insane. You genuinely are getting over 1 million a night. To test this, and I'll show it on screen, I did in fact AFK it overnight, and this is literally how much I woke up with. So you guys can easily do this. Now, let me talk about teams before we jump into it, and I show you guys how to do a run. So the best characters that you can honestly bring with you for this, if you guys have if you guys have Hollow Knight, it doesn't need to be Monarch. I suggest it's Monarch because it makes it a lot easier. Like I said, you do not need Monarch on this guy. I suggest you guys do it because this is probably going to be one of the best macro units in the game ever. This guy is absolutely insane. Another great unit is going to be Broly. He is going to be an amazing unit for this macro. What other units could be good outside of those two? If you guys have them already, and if you don't, it's okay. But if you guys have them, Dio is going to be a really great unit for this. And Wonder View might be okay as well. But you are going to want basically Hollow Knight for sure, because you guys are gonna need a big DPS that can just carry you. Lizard could be decent as well, but for my run, essentially this is gonna be our team. You are gonna run Hollow Knight, Toji, Speedwagon, and Takarada. I highly suggest you guys get Toji, especially if you're gonna macro this. If you were unaware, a couple days ago they did a code where you can get an item called a unrecognized unit, and if you guys use this item, it'll let you pick from a bunch of old exclusive characters, one of them right here being Toji, and when you do it, it will give you him evolves and everything. Guys, go get Toji, trust me, it is very worth it. I don't think it's even possible to really macro this without him, but let's jump into the stage and I'll show you guys how to set up the macro. Okay, so here we are in game, and one of the things you're going to want to do is close chat, make sure you press tab and get rid of your leaderboard. You're going to want to zoom out all the way. This is probably the best location that you guys can stand on right here, and you're going to turn down your graphics basically all the way. You're going to close tracked objectives, so all of this is off your screen, and then if you're using Hollow Knight, you're doing the same thing as me. Make sure you open this menu and then run these two relics. So you run Fury of the Forsaken and you run Barbs of Spite. These are the ones that I've gotten the fastest times with, so I suggest you guys run that, and I suggest this is your positioning. So first thing you guys are gonna do is I suggest you fail this stage just like this. I'm gonna skip to when he actually gets to our base because you guys can see he's taking forever to get there, but we're gonna skip to when he actually gets to your base. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up graphics just for me, just so this video can look a little better, but you guys are gonna want to play their graphics off just in case. One of the reasons I say you maybe could not do Wonder View is because if you notice, Valk has that little paper modifier, and essentially what that does is it basically absorbs summons, so any summons that go through him will just get absorbed. So that is a really big problem with the stage, but we're gonna lose and then we'll actually show you guys how to macro. Make sure as well that you guys have tiny tasks. You see right up here in the top left, I have it. If you're asking what settings to use, make sure you have continuous playback on, make sure you have always on top, and then make sure your play speed is 1 times. You could do 1.5 if you're unsure, but 1 times I think will be more than enough. All right, so we've officially lost. make sure you guys are in the stance when you lose. So you want to be looking right here. This is where you want to be looking. You're going to press show end screen and you're going to press record. You're going to spam retry a bunch of times. You're going to place your farms like this. In this placement, you're going to press vote skip just a couple of times. And you're going to see Valk spawning. The first thing you want to do is you're going to place your Toji down here. He's going to kill the Valk. And then once you're done, you sell the Toji. And then you place a Hollow Knight right here in the front. And then basically when you're done with that, you guys just got to upgrade your farms like this. Spam upgrade them. I will show the entire macro just so you guys can have a little hand holding here. But you essentially just want to spam all of your farms. Make sure you get all of them fully upgraded. No need to worry about this guy in the back. He will die to the summons. So just keep upgrading your farms and you will have no problem at all. Just make sure you guys keep upgrading every wave. If you're unknowing to what Hollow Knight does, he actually spawns summons on the map every time he kills someone. You see they're already doing damage, which is great. I suggest whenever this Lin boss spawns, you guys spawn a Toji right here as well, because it will help you deal with that. And like we said earlier, just keep upgrading your farms. I wasted a lot of time killing that guy in accident. Now, if that happens, right, where that guy takes Valk's wormhole, you guys could just wait to place Toji and then let the wormhole disappear and then place Toji. I probably should have done that. I don't know why I didn't do that. This run's going to take just a little bit more time than I want it to now, sadly, because of that. But we have all of our farms fully upgraded, which is really nice. You don't really need to use the Void Spells menu while you're doing this. Your whole goal is just to max out Hollow Knight so you can just speed through this. You can see our time already. We're probably going to finish this in about 3 minutes, maybe a little bit over that. That's my fault because I completely messed up the Tojis earlier, but you could easily clear this in under 2 minutes with just these two characters, or just a little bit over 2 minutes. And here you go, guys. That should be the ending of the macro. Paisef back there will die eventually. Your Lost Shades should be able to kill Paisef. And if you are already at the full AoE phase, sometimes your Hollow Knight will just end up defeating Paisef anyways. If Paisef looks into, like, they look like a problem, look like they're not going to be able to kill them in time, you could just pop this menu and then use Shade Strike. So that will also work too. And then boom, you guys will be done. You defeat the final boss and then there you go. You just mash all of this. You click a little bit for when it ends. You finish record and then you just press play and it just goes by itself. And there you have it. That's how you AFK overnight. You guys will get a million cakes genuinely by doing that. I have also seen that this stage has a hidden percentage drop of Dio. So you guys can actually also get Dio from doing this stage. So there's even more use of doing that. But there you go, guys. That's how you AFK overnight. I hope this helps you. I definitely am going to be doing this basically every night. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.